Hey guys, Forex Capital here. Let's take a look and see what MATIC is doing today. So looking at the daily chart, looks bearish like everything else. So I don't think those fibs are gonna help us. So let's take those fibs off. Bam. And RSI looks mediocre. Everything looks horrific. But let's see if we can figure out where it's going. And just by looking at this, I can tell it's going lower. I don't have to be a mathematician. This is the weekly chart. So if we draw some fibs from the high, the very high, to the very low, let's see what this tells us. Right about there. Alright, so if we go here, fix this a little bit. See, the week ends in 2 days and 3 hours. And last week we went all the way down and then we closed above. I'm gonna say we're gonna close below this 23.6% retracement. And as you guys know, if it were below this, the trend has changed. Or if it were above, you know, bullish. This is like my line in the sand when it comes to the trends, deciding whether the trend has changed or not. So for the time being, bearish, just like everything else. I'll tell a little story about MATIC. Let's go to the daily. And this is one that I got so frustrated. So it was around here. Is it here? No, it was here. So I went in and then bought, I think it was around here, because it was around 80 cents, 76, 80 cents. So this is why you should just, when you make a position, when you put a position, just follow your rules. And I mean, I've been doing markets since 09. I used to just do the Forex market. Now I'm shifting everything to crypto, but I did not follow my rules, right? And you know, I basically kind of got scared of this little dip right here for some strange reason. This little dip, and I think I sold here because I remember the day that I sold, I think I only made like, I don't know, 4 grand. And I remember posting that on the chat, and then some people in the private chat didn't like saw the alert that I was selling. And then good thing that those people didn't sell, because the next day it rallied, and then just kind of hang tight and it rallied. So everyone like doubled their money except myself, and I was so frustrated that day. Because I didn't follow like my rules. Technically, you know, my stop was like right around here, and I was like, oh no, it's probably just, it's not doing anything. I'm just gonna sell, and then boom. So when you put a position, the moral of the story is just stick to your rules, because you're always gonna have second thoughts. So unless it hits your stop, that's why it's, I always say it's so crucial that you have to know your stops and limits when you go in a position, because as soon as you go in, your vision gets all cloudy, and then you have second thoughts and everything else happens. So if you follow your rules, you'll make some shackles. That being said, if you guys liked the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to pulverize that like button. And if you get anything useful out of this video, send one friend to the channel. So let's see where this is going. You know, I'm gonna say support is gonna be, you know, right there at that 36, 38 cents. Let's go back to the daily chart. Let's just draw some other fibs. Let's see. Let's use some fib extensions. If I go, so if I do this, bam, bam. Let's see there. I guess that one, people are paying attention to that one. So let me take this one off. We got a long ways before we go bullish again. So I'm using the high of May 1921 to the low of July 20 of 21 to the high of September 5th of 21. And the reason why I say people are paying attention to those fibs, I mean, if they align, then they are. Right? Look at this. So we had this 23% retracement was pretty good. I mean, more likely people weren't drawing that extension here, but once we go here, look, bam, 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 right here, and then once we broke lower, look, bam, we broke lower, bam, we broke lower, bam. So definitely I'm gonna say that we're gonna retest this 61.8 retracement, so 48 cents. I don't think we're gonna go to 10 cents. I mean, freak, I really don't. I think it'll just be more of a shallow pullback. I think worst case scenario, we're gonna hold on around the 30 to 28 cents. Definitely for the foreseeable future, I do see 48 cents. RSI is starting to look mediocre, just like every other chart I posted. So the last week, I think this little section right here is where we're gonna find some support. Unless Bitcoin goes off a cliff, of course, then we'll go to 10 cents. But that one, I think that's a little bit of a stretch for this one. I don't know much about the projects. I'm more of like, let's see what happens with the S&P, and then that will trickle to Bitcoin, and that will trickle to everything else. So I don't pay attention to much of the projects. The only fundamental that I pay attention is the Fed. But for what I somewhat heard, this project was decent. So I'm sure I'll hold on that 28 cent range, so we can buy some. However, you do have to pay attention after the whole Luna incident, because I thought that was a strong coin, but look. So now I'm getting concerned, like now that when I want to put some money into places, I kind of want to read a little bit of what are they doing, because you don't definitely want to turn up to a Luna buyer at $80 and then now it's zero. So keep that in mind, guys. If you guys liked the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to pulverize that like button. Thanks again, guys.